Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use Singleton in Godot game engine. So let's get started. So let's create a simple project first. So I'll just click on this create button, just name it as demo. I'll browse to the downloads folder and I'll just select the folder and I'll click on create. Now why do we use Singleton? It is like from what I have noticed is that Singleton the concept of Singleton varies basically what you are doing. I mean it's the same, but if you see in native Android development it's a little bit different as compared to Godot. But yeah, let's get started. Like basically it's kind of like a global file which we want to load as soon as our app is initialized, so that whatever code we have, we can call it from any other files. So it is kind of like a single source of truth. So first what we need to do is I'll just create one 2D scene. Okay, I'll just name it as game. So what we will save inside your Singleton, you can save whatever you feel like, a variable or whatever. We will be creating a custom signal which will get triggered from a button which will be in completely different screen, and we need once that button is pressed, we will trigger a signal, and that signal should get notified inside our main game scene as well. So I'll just save this. I'll attach one script to this as well. Okay, then I'll create one new scene. I'll name it again. I'll just create a 2D scene and I'll create it as child. I don't know. Okay, and I'll just append one button to this. I'll command S to save it, and I'll just save this. Okay, then again I'll attach one script to this. I'll go to our button. I'll go to node and I'll attach the press signal as well over here. So once this is done, what we can do is we can create one script. You can name it whatever you feel like. I'll just call it as signal hub because we are storing signal. Now you can have multiple singletons as well, but typically it's not good idea to have lot of singletons. At least I'm not sure about Godot, but at least in different native Android or native iOS development, whatever little knowledge I have, it's not a good idea to create multiple singletons, because in those like in native Android and native iOS we had something called dependency injection. Like maybe even Godot has it, or maybe it handles it internally. I'm not really sure. That's why like I tried avoid creating singletons as much as possible. So here you can see it has created that file. You'll have to click on it to open it, and first you will have to go to project settings, and here you will have to go to globals and just click on this, click on press add to first you will have to come over here, select signal hub, then click on add to add this. So this has been added. Make sure this particular thing is checked. Now similarly you can add multiple scripts as well, but I won't do that. Now inside this singleton, like I mentioned, I just want to create a signal. So suppose I want to, now the signal name can be anything, right? So I'll just name it as on plane died. Okay, or in your case you can press like signal on button press, but yeah, then I'll create one function. So again the method name can be anything. So I'll just name it as emit on plane died, and here the return type is void as well, and here we'll just emit on plane died dot emit. So this is how we emit a signal. Now we'll go to our child script and inside our child script, to emit the signal on button press, all we need to do is just do signal hub dot emit on plane died. Okay, then go to our main script. We want to listen to this. So inside the main script, do not write this inside on ready. It's better to write it inside enter tree. So don't write it inside the ready function. That's what I'm saying. It's better to write it inside and enter tree. So we have to connect to this signal first. So we can just write signal hub dot on plane died dot connect, and here you can write your own method name. Now this can be anything, but I'll just use this particular method name with an underscore, so something like this. So this is a practice which many people follows in Godot. That's why I'm using this. I'll just do this underscore, and here is our method, and once this is called, I will just print something inside our console, maybe like signal called. So hopefully this should work. I'll just do command S. I'll run our application, select current scene. Okay, sorry, I forgot to add button to our game scene. So here I'll just go over here, I'll just add child. Now I will just run this. Okay, I think so. I need to move it. So here is, so our button is very small. Sorry about that. Again, I'll just expand our button a little. Command again, if you want to give it some text, you can do that. So this is our button. Let's run it. So here is our button. Now as soon as I press on it, here you should see a print statement. So I'll press on it. Okay, and nothing happens. Why is that? Are we running the game scene or the child scene as the parent scene? Even that I need to check. So I'll just go to general, go to run. So here you can see I made a silly mistake. My root scene is child scene. It should be game scene, because both of them look so similar. I was not sure which one was getting run. So I'll just change that. I'll run this. I'll click on this button, and here you can see signal called. So hopefully you got the point. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.